And welcome out here to the Pizza Ranch one more time for our Gillette Game Plan. We are switching gears. We are in a basketball season, and we are stoked to start this show once again live here at the Pizza Ranch. We're starting out here with Campbell County today, and we've got the women's basketball team first, and we've got Coach Luchin with us, and joining us also, special guest, we've got Kelvin Glosser with us as well, and we're just going to be kind of rolling through this. Last year it was kind of a season that you were kind of like building up on, making it all the way to the state tournament, having the outing there. What do you think of about the ending of the season for you?
I was really proud how we ended. I think we shocked a lot of people. Shock us, but finishing that third place spot was it felt great for us. We were had a lot of different dynamics within the team. Some girls that were really experienced and some that weren't so much. And so we were trying to build some new chemistry throughout the year. And I thought we grew a ton. And I told the girls, because they were pretty disappointed, obviously, losing that semifinal game. So, that's always heartbreaking. But I told them, honestly, it's a lot better to win that last game in third. It feels a lot better than second. And the year before we got second. So they were like, you're right. So I thought we ended on a high note. Felt good.
When we kind of look at this season, there's a lot of changes because it's a lot of newbies coming into this season.
Yep.
How did tryouts end up going? Did you find everything that you were hoping and wanting for?
Yeah, I'm so excited for the year. Our intensity has been phenomenal these first 5 days, and their attitudes and their effort, and we have a lot to learn. We're putting in an entirely new offense, just because we got some different skill sets, and so I'm really excited for what that looks like. It's probably going to look a little shaky at first, these first few games, just because it takes the offense takes a lot of defensive reads, and there's a lot of, like I said, timing with it. So while we're trying to figure it out, it's not going to look great, but we said our defense is going to set up our offense anyways at the start.
So this team, did you have most of them with you for the summer? Were they able to gel together during the summer?
We did. Those 4 girls sitting over there, they're going to join you here soon. They committed. They hit every, open gym that they could. They might have missed 1 or 2 here and there if they were out of town for something, but I don't think they missed hardly anything. Even Stewie hit almost every single one when she was doing volleyball, which is tough. I mean, our open gyms are 7 at night, and she's going all day, having a quick snack, doing that. So their commitment has been so good. And so from that first tournament, again, a little shaky, to the last tournament, ton of growth. And throughout the year, it's just, they're, like I said, their attitudes and efforts and their willingness and want to learn. And it's going to be a fun year. I'm really excited for where it's going to end.
These girls came in here with, they were drenched in sweat. They were, huffing and puffing.
Yeah.
What kind of workouts and stuff were you working with them? Was it just like a full defensive hard day? Like, what was the?
So we take pride in the intensity of our practice. We want our practices to be as intense or more intense in games. Our identity is instilling our will, defensively and pushing it offensively. And so if we're not doing that in practice, we've definitely had girls hit the garbage can the first couple days a few times, and they're exhausted, but we're not, they're not letting up. So I'm proud of them for that. Don't even have to put time on the clock. They're pushing.
Remax tournament is going to be coming up, and that's the big tournament here in Gillette. And are you ready for it, or is there still a little bit of some work to do to kind of get ready for that first game?
Got the look.
We got
8
days left. We talk about how every 30 seconds of practice is important. So it's by minute things we're trying to get in, and all 3 teams that we're going to see are all really high quality teams. So bad and good of it is, I think the best part about it's going to show our weakness. Sometimes when you're playing teams that you're better in, you don't get to see what stuff you need to work on most. And so these games, unlike some other states, these games won't affect our seeding for state and things like that. So we're just trying to get better right now. Of course, we're trying to compete and win in every possession and game, but for sure these teams are going to show us what we need to work on going into the next tournament.
Yeah.
So,
Now, I consider you a player's coach. And what I mean by that is the players love you. And
they don't all day. I was good.
I see that.
Between whistles, maybe. Yeah, no.
Everywhere I see you, the players adore you, and you do it in return.
Yeah.
But they don't take offense to that during practice
Right.
when you got to get down on them and get
Right. Yeah. I
Get
let them know
tough.
that if I didn't love them so much, then I would let them get away with things. And so every little thing, and some of those younger ones that haven't had me as a coach, there's a lot of big eyes going, these four already saw it last year. That's why you're like, you're staying so calm. I'm like, well, we're learning a lot right now.
Yeah.
So, but those young ones, I'm constantly calling out every little, if their angle on a screen is wrong, if they're cutting too early or whatever it is, they're getting called out constantly all day long because they're not building the right habits. We're not going to, we're not going to execute it in the game. So yeah, I'm hard on them. I know I make them mad. I said, if I'm not making you mad at least a few times in practice, I'm not doing my job.
Yep.
And so they know that's part of our intensity. And I'm going to get after them. That's what I do. But they know that it's all in, all in love for them. So, and want them to do great. They know that.
What's the hardest drill you've come up with, like in your coaching? What has been like the most difficult drill that you kind of throw at them, and they just are like, ugh?
I have a drill I call Creighton. And
Oh
even when I
my.
was at Thunder, they named it Satan because they hated it so bad. And then I
Oh
might have got the
my.
nickname. I don't know. What do you guys think the hardest drill is?
Creighton. Yeah, Creighton.
That's what I just said. Yeah, it's a beast.
That's funny.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say that's a pretty tough drill. I mean, they're exhausted and it's
Yeah.
intense, and losers are going to have to run. And by the end of it, they're all so exhausted that that's the last thing you want to do at that point at the end of the drill. And but it's a good drill to make you play with high pace and make quick decisions and get after it defensively and things like that. So.
The portal kind of hit Campbell County for a second. Obviously, we've talked to Kenley Ruby. She went over out to Sheridan. What is that missing like? Have you already found someone to really kind of take her spot, or what? How does that all work for you?
Well, quite honestly, I think that every girl's going to play an entirely different role this year. Like I said, our offense looks a little bit different. Our defense looks a little bit different. When you see these girls playing this year, you're going to be like, who is that? I don't remember them last year. Even if they were on the floor last year, they're just playing an entirely different role that they did last year. And so our chemistry right now is spot on, and everyone trying to create shots for each other. So I like what we have going on a lot. And the new ones coming in, they're just eager to find a role. And so, yeah, it's just such a different team that we're just building with what we got.
Is there anything this year that you're kind of looking forward to most? Obviously, you want that state championship. You want to really kind of get to where you want to be.
Yep.
But what's the main goal for this team? Is it to make sure that you play as a team all season long, or what's that goal for you?
So we have a lot of girls that maybe weren't, impact players necessarily varsity. Maybe they're there or whatever, or the ball's not going to be in their hand at the end of the game type thing. We have different players playing different roles, like I said. So we really need to have that focus in a game. And so we're next play mentality. And I've been saying that a lot in practice, next play mentality. So they get down themselves, dang it. And everyone makes mistakes. But I think a maturity factor is going to be our next play mentality. And what are we doing right now? We're not thinking ahead. We're not anxiety. We're not worrying about what just happened. We got to make a play right now. And I told them, unlike different sports, football, volleyball, you have that break. Basketball's not a 1 second game. I told them today it's a 0.01 second game. And if you're 0.10 second late, you gotta be next play mentality. So we're doing that. And then again, we're really trying to get, of course, culture and team. That's always a big thing that I, try to enforce with my crews. And I've seen nothing but good out of all of them. And the 4 leaders that you'll talk to today, they're a big piece to that. The leaders usually set the culture, and these guys they're top notch with that. So.
Speaking of the leaders, let's start talking a little bit about them. Who all did you bring today?
Well, I brought Taryn Haugen. She's a senior. I brought Rylan Haugen, who's a sophomore. And I brought Bella Martinson, who's a junior. And Bella Stewart, not Patty, Bella Stewart, who's a sophomore. Yep, our Bellas are about 6 foot. And then we got 2 Haugen guards that are harassing, and everyone's been working hard on their outside shot, inside game, attacking. So these 4 they're gonna make some hay this year. And Kenna Walker didn't make it, but she's gonna do a lot for us as well.
You got a sister duel over there.
Oh,
How much has that played into maybe some practices already? Do
They might have taken them out
each
tonight.
other, or do they try taking each other out in practice?
They might have taken each other out in practice, but it was just. Yeah,
Just
it's fine. Just twice today. But they're all kind of doing that to each other anyways. But Yeah, they have a great relationship. They get in the gym. They were in the gym in the morning all the time this summer, even besides open gyms, and they go on the weekends all the time. So they push each other and they get after each other. But I'd say they're best friends at the same time, and so that's really good. And I just have to remind them sometimes don't get sister at each other. You guys got to be teammates, and they haven't done that. They're a great team. So
how do you in practice? How do you set those girls up to be the leaders? I mean, last year, you averaged 52 points a game. You lost 42 out of the seniors.
Yeah.
And now they've got to step up.
Yep.
How do you prep them to get ready for that?
So we talk about this summer, like when we're getting what are our goals, what do we want to do? And the big thing is just being vocal. And so, and constantly giving other people, don't tell them what they did wrong. I always say you got to tell them what they need to be doing. No one wants to hear what they did wrong. Let me do that piece. You guys are just going to tell them what they need to be doing and give them lots of praise. I just told Taryn, like, I was getting after a girl pretty hard because she wasn't in the spot. Taryn gave her a pat on the butt and said, "You're good. You're right here. We're fine." Like, that's what leaders do, and they make the other ones feel good and comfortable, and then they can keep playing at that high intensity. It allows me to be the bad guy, and I say I'm going to be bad guy all day. They get to be good cop all day, and so they've really bought into that leadership role.
Absolutely. Well, we need to go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to continue talking with head coach Brittany Lucian, and then we're going to talk with these leaders coming up. We've got a panel that's going to be coming up. It's not going to be like the football where we had 1v1. We've got a panel that's going to be coming up here pretty next. So stay tuned. We've got all that coming for more. Again, live here from the Pizza Ranch. You can come out here each and every weekend as well. You can watch these shows, and you can also come eat. The girls are shaking no, but we encourage it. We say, come on out. It's going to be a great time. Live here at the Pizza Ranch. We're going to be doing it all basketball season long for Campbell County, Thunder Basin, all of it. Man, it's just something really cool that I'm glad we got to bring. But the Pizza Ranch is also a fantastic sponsor because we even get to feed everyone who's on the show. Not the people who come watch, but the people who are on the show. So that part is really cool. So can't do this without the Pizza Ranch. So a huge shout out to them. And then a big shout out to TNT Guns and Ammo for being our video sponsor, Gate Tech as well, providing a lot of our equipment for our video sponsors as well. We've got to take a break. We'll be right back here with more of the Gillette Game Plan live here at the Pizza Ranch.
We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. From weekly mowing to complete property care, our clients trust us because we treat every lawn like it's our own. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
Looking for your dream home or the perfect commercial space? Are you considering selling? At Signature Real Estate Group, we've got you covered. Visit us at 1211 South Douglas Highway, Suite 90 for personalized service and expert guidance. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our experienced team is here to make your real estate journey smooth, successful, and guide you every step of the way. Call us today at 307-670-9222 and let us help you find the perfect place to call home. Signature Real Estate Group, faith, family, and real estate.
Fall is here, and that means cooler weather, pumpkin spice, football, and stylish sweaters from Soulmates. Whether you're cheering at the game, watching from the comfort of your couch, or just out enjoying the change of colors, make sure you're dressed for the season with the latest fall fashions from Soulmates. Find your perfect look with warm, cozy styles that are just right for every event. Visit them at 222 South Gillette Avenue, downtown Gillette. Soulmates, where fall fashion kicks off and keeps you a step ahead all season long.
Craving pizza, chicken, and all your favorites in one place? Round up the crew and head to Pizza Ranch. Dig into our legendary buffet, fresh pizzas, crispy chicken, hearty sides, and our famous cactus bread.
Hooray!
After you fill your plate, hit the Fun Zone Arcade, packed with games for all ages and loads of prizes. Great food, great fun, all in one place. That's the Pizza Ranch way. Pizza Ranch, right on in. Saddle up, eat well. 1000 West 2nd Street next to
Nervous about visiting the dentist? At Bighorn Dental Clinic, we understand and we've got you covered with safe and effective IV sedation. Relax and let us take care of your smile while you stay calm and comfortable. Bighorn Dental Clinic, professional service, personalized care.
Looking for a way to straighten your smile without the hassle of traditional braces? At Bighorn Dental Clinic, we're proud to offer Invisalign, the clear, comfortable, and effective solution to straightening your teeth. BighornDental.com. Looking for exceptional dental care? Powder River Dental is here for you. We are a dedicated team that is committed to creating healthy, beautiful smiles. Whether it is a routine checkup, more involved dental treatments, Invisalign, or implants, our friendly professionals ensure you and your family leave with a smile. Visit us today and discover why Powder River Dental is a trusted choice in your community. Call us at 682-6655 or 682-6771 to schedule your appointment. Come visit the good guys and a gal where our patients are family.
And welcome back here with more of the Gillette Game Plan, live here from the Pizza Ranch. And Kelvin Glosser, Brady Luchin, Coach Luchin, and Chase the Horseman Horsley here alongside you, bringing here the Gillette Game Plan. And Coach, I mean, we talked a little bit about, as you're breathing heavily there.
Is that me?
I don't know who it was. I just heard oh, heavens. We're having fun today. It's great. But, all right, Coach, well, we kind of talked a little bit about kind of what we're expecting here for the season. We talked a little bit for the state tournament of kind of how the season kind of went down. But personally for you, what would be some goals maybe on a coaching aspect that you're kind of looking forward, not maybe as a team, but maybe as a coach? What are some goals for you?
An excellent question. I don't know if I said, like, I honestly, in my drive and my thought, I try to say that I'm always just working for the girls. It's not about me. And so I don't tend to do a lot of personal goals. I do try to take pride, and I try to say that I'm going to be the hardest working coach in the state and no one's going to outwork me. That's kind of my personality as a player and my personality as a coach. So if there's a moment that I could be working and getting us, prepared for something or reshuffling what we're going to do in practice or whatever. So I guess my pride that I try to do is just be the hardest working person that I can. And that way at the end of the day, I know that I tried my best. And then I know that they know that I'm doing that same thing. And so they're doing the same thing. Like, they know if you tried your best and you worked as hard as you can, there's no disappointments. You can put your head down on the pillow and be like, things went good. So I guess that'd be my personal goal. And then my other personal goal is at the end of the day, when they leave and they're in college or they're 922 like I am now, like they look back and they say, you know what, I loved basketball in high school. It was such a great experience. It was hard. It made me a better person, but I loved it and we had so much fun. So that's my goals as a coach.
When you were a player, what was the biggest thing that you kind of focused on as a player? Was it, maybe team first mentality? Was it, hey, I maybe want to be a coach one day. This is what I kind of need to do. What were some of those things?
My identity probably was my intensity and my defense and my They're
These
making-
girls are guessing everything right now. It's pretty great.
And I was a creator of the team. I was always playing point guard and so director in that way. And I was known for having a team first mentality. I didn't care if I scored a lot. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't, and whatever. But I always took pride on I'm going to guard the best player and I'm going to shut him down. That was kind of I was usually the defensive go-to and then the point guard general person, I guess, as a player.
That's how old I am. I remember you playing.
Am I right? I mean, my opponents didn't like me very well. I know that I wasn't the nicest to them, but I'm good to have on your team. Just I was probably
Just not as an opponent, right?
No, I don't know. Maybe am I right or not? I don't know. Calvin.
Yeah,
was like
you are.
so old.
You are.
I don't remember that old. I don't play anymore.
What do you have, Kelvin, for?
Well, what years did you play?
High school?
Yep.
94, 95, 96.
94. How many state championships did you have in those times?
94, 95, 96.
You did. I was going to.
Yeah,
I thought I
so-
remembered that, but I thought I need to ask because I don't quite remember.
My sophomore year was the first year that we kind of started that state champion role.
Okay.
So Coach Swayze, his last year was my sophomore year, and then Coach Hall took over my junior year and senior year. So.
That's when that transition.
Yep.
Yep.
And so my sophomore year we actually were not ranked very high all year, like fifth in the conference, seventh in the I mean, we didn't win very many games, and then we kind of came along and we had one sophomore and a couple juniors on the team as all, and so quite a few seniors, and the twins' dad passed away Tuesday before state, and so it was kind of a crazy deal, and we won it, and it was pretty awesome.
One of the things we'll kind of dive back in a little bit more on the scoring aspect for you, and one of the things for Campbell County, it's been always one of those teams that is pretty high scoring. You guys put up a lot of points. You focus on defense quite a bit,
right?
But it kind of feels like you guys are always in the top 5 offensively. How does that transition? How have you guys been able to really kind of make that happen?
Well, we like to play with pace, and so if you look at, and I overanalyze things. That's my science background probably, but I want to look at how many possessions we're getting in a game. So if we're forcing a team to play with more possessions and then we're playing at high pace, then we're going to get more opportunities, and so we tend to score more. And if we're playing better defense, then they're not going. That's kind of part of our strategy. We play hard defense against each other in practice as well. Like I said, we try to make a high intensity there, and so that's usually how we score a lot. We say we're going to get a lot of points defensively. And hopefully that's, builds our momentum a little bit, even when we're off from the outside. We traditionally, coaches are like, how are your teams good at 3-point shooting all the time and whatever? Well, it's because those girls get the butt in the gym.
Yeah.
And so, all 4 of these girls, I don't think that those, the Bellas had shot much from outside before, but, they were hitting threes this summer. They're going to make hay in the paint mostly, but, if they're going to leave them open, they're going to drop it. And the Haugen girls, both, like I said, they've lived in the gym. So, that's an option, and when we make teams have to come out on us and long closeouts, then that's going to help us with driving, and so that's how we're going to score high. Our defense is kind of what we hang our hat on, but that's just going to set up our offense.
Looking around the rest of the state, the nemesis, I guess I'm going to call it, that you've had, the East.
Yeah.
That are it always seems to come down to a game with East.
I know, right?
It's always an important game.
Yep.
It always comes down to that.
Yep.
But the other teams around the state,
Yep.
how do you see them? Are there a lot of them returning big time players?
There are.
Are there teams out there that you're looking at that are going to be are going to be up there? And you got to go get 'em?
I'd say East and Sheridan probably have the most top returners.
Okay.
Hannah is the returning player of the player of the year. East lost Jaden Brown, who is a Division I gal that went to Arkansas, Alabama, one of the somewhere out east. I can't remember for sure, but they still had this summer they were tough, and they got a lot of ammo, a couple good guards, some big posts in there, and so they're going to be tough. But we're focusing on ourselves, and each week we'll look at what we need to do to minimize their strengths and capitalize on ours, and I think we got a good balance all around. So hopefully the pieces fit by the end. That's the plan. Yeah.
Well, Coach, we're going to wrap things up with
Perfect.
you coming up after we talk with our panel of ladies. So that's going to be coming up here after this break. So get ready, Camel Lady basketball fans. Camel basketball fans.
There you go.
I don't know why I couldn't come up with that for a second, that phrase. But again, live here at the Pizza Ranch, we've got the panel of ladies coming up here next. And then we'll wrap things up with Coach Luchin to finish out the show. More live here at the Pizza Ranch. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Strands Lawn Care is more than a lawn service. We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. We take pride in every project, big or small, because your outdoor space should be a source of joy and beauty. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
Need a quick snack or drink while you refuel? Let's check it out. Welcome to Shell Food Mart, your convenient stop for fuel and food. Our employees don't just work here. They genuinely care about you and your needs. From finding the perfect product to giving helpful advice, our team goes the extra mile every single day. Looking for something tasty? Check out our favorite snacks and cold drinks. Experience quick and easy checkout. Let's get you on your way. Shell Food Mart, where you'll find great food and friendly.
Fisher Sand and Gravel has you covered for all your projects from large to small, commercial and residential, with 2 locations, the State Line Quarry in Beulah and the Newcastle Quarry. Competitive pricing serving the area with over 50 years, with great product, knowledge, and service. Call them at 605-642-5760 and see them online at FisherIND.com.
Strands Lawn Care is more than a lawn service. We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. From weekly mowing to complete property care, our clients trust us because we treat every lawn like it's our own. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
Looking for your dream home or the perfect commercial space? Are you considering selling? At Signature Real Estate Group, we've got you covered. Visit us at 1211 South Douglas Highway, Suite 90 for personalized service and expert guidance. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our experienced team is here to make your real estate journey smooth, successful, and guide you every step of the way. Call us today at 307-670-9222 and let us help you find the perfect place to call home. Signature Real Estate Group, faith, family, and real estate.
Fall is here, and that means cooler weather, pumpkin spice, football, and stylish sweaters from Soulmates. Whether you're cheering at the game, watching from the comfort of your couch, or just out enjoying the change of colors, make sure you're dressed for the season with the latest fall fashions from Soulmates. Find your perfect look with warm, cozy styles that are just right for every event. Visit them at 222 South Gillette Avenue, downtown Gillette. Soulmates, where fall fashion kicks off and keeps you a step ahead all season long.
Craving pizza, chicken, and all your favorites in one place? Round up the crew and head to Pizza Ranch. Dig into our legendary
Traditional braces? At Bighorn Dental Clinic, we're proud to offer Invisalign, the clear, comfortable, and effective solution to straightening your teeth. BighornDental.com.
Looking for exceptional dental care? Powder River Dental is here for you. We are a dedicated team that is committed to creating healthy, beautiful smiles. Whether it is a routine checkup, more involved dental treatments, Invisalign, or implants, our friendly professionals ensure you and your family leave with a smile. Visit us today and discover why Powder River Dental is a trusted choice in your community. Call us at 682-6655 or 682-6771 to schedule your appointment. Come visit the good guys and a gal where our patients are family.
Looking to control access to your property? Trust GateTech, your premier access control partner. With over 20 years of experience, GateTech offers custom-designed automated gates for sale or rent, backed by long-term service agreements. Whether it's industrial, commercial, or residential, we build systems that fit your needs and your budget. From simple remote entry to systems you can control from anywhere in the world, we've got you covered. Call 307-939-GATE or email gatetech@westernserviceswi.com.
When it comes to
And welcome back here with more of the Gillette Game Plan, live here at the Pizza Ranch, and we are joined by the panel of ladies right now, and they're going to introduce themselves because if I try and guess everyone's name right now, I'm probably going to hit maybe a 20%. So, and I don't want to shoot that from the free throw today. So go ahead and introduce yourselves.
I'm Taryn Haugen.
Well, I'm going to turn your mic up, and we're going to have to do the mics again. All right. No, I did not go hick. Okay, go go ahead and go again.
I'm Bella Stewart.
I'm Rylan Haugen. And I'm Bella Martinson.
Perfect. So now everyone hears the names with voices. Apparently, my roadcaster decided it wanted to not pick up those voices for some reason. I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things. So
just wrap it up. We got 2 Haugans and 2 Bellas.
Two, yeah.
So we got.
Yeah, and a Patty, apparently.
And a Patty. Somewhere a Patty out there.
Yeah, somewhere across the lane. So, okay. Well, you guys came in here huffing and a puffing, and then you guys, got your food, get your drinks. Are you guys feeling better now?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We recover pretty fast. It's one of the...
It's one of the many perks of
conditioning. Yeah.
Conditioning
all the time. Yep.
So what were you guys kind of running? Like, I know you said they were working on intensity defensively. What were you guys kind of focusing on today?
Today was mainly like a defensive practice. We were just going through some of our new defenses that we're learning this year and getting everybody in those and running those. Yeah, you guys go ahead. I don't know.
That basically covers it.
Yeah.
Basically covers it. Okay, so let's start kind of like doing some direct questions here. We're gonna start with Taryn because you were on the squad last year. You kind of got to see all the ropes. You saw how with Kaylee Neary, Lauren Kubacher, all of them. What were some of the things leadership wise that you kind of picked up from them?
They were all very supportive and like welcoming, and I really took that and I wanted to like embrace that and do that with all the others that are coming in because we are a pretty like new team, like fresh team, so it's like pretty important to like welcome them all in and get us all at a high intense pace, which the seniors last year were really, really good about. So,
Bella, the same question for you because I know you were right there neck and neck with them. What were some of the things that you kind of learned?
I definitely learned how to use my voice, and like we were talking earlier, like I am kind of pretty bold when I use my voice, and I like to be a leader, and I feel like they really, really helped me step into that leading role this year. And I know I am young, but I do want to embrace that and help all the others like get into that intense level that I know we can play at and I've played at before. And I think it's going to be a really fun year because we are an intense and fast team.
Yeah, no, it kind of feels like, from all the intensity talk that we got with Coach Lucien for a second, it kind of feels like in the fact that you guys came in, you're huffing and puffing, it feels like that it's going to be a very speedy type of offense type of thing. Do you kind of feel that way so far?
Yeah, we always really try to push the ball and move really fast. That's one of our like main focuses. That's the word. Yep.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask Quiet Girl over here, and I can't remember. I am.
Which one?
I'm Rylan.
Rylan, that's what it was. It's Rylan Haugen. Okay. I thought it was, but again, I don't want to shoot 20% from the free throw, so now I'm shooting like 10%. So, what's the biggest pet peeve you've learned so far from Coach so far? Obviously you've had like 1-2 days of practice already. What's the big pet peeve that she's already been probably instilling into your mind?
She definitely hates when we don't hustle to get to a drill or hustle to get to the sideline or get water or anything like that. And she's not intense, like she doesn't yell, but she definitely like instills it in your brain that you have to like hustle there. Like you have to
She gives you the silent treatment.
No.
Calvin, I don't know if I would like that. The silent treatment with Coach Lucien. I think I'd be running polls instead. Start going on there. Kelvin, what kind of questions you got?
Well, when you girls came in before, kind of talking with you a little bit, you love the Creighton drill. Tell us a little. What? Oh, you don't like it? Okay. Well, tell us about that drill and why you don't like that one.
It definitely.
But it definitely works.
It definitely requires a lot of running and talking throughout the whole drill and making sure that we all are on the same page and just are trying to connect as a team.
Okay.
Yeah. Push the ball, because if you don't push the ball, you're screwed. So
Yeah, it's a very
Well, guys, remember, this is a PG show. So.
Well, I heard you say a little bit earlier, Bella, that you want to be vocal out there on the floor. Tell us how communication makes you guys a better team.
I mean, it really helps when you have some girls that aren't as experienced, and helps them really like feel more comfortable when someone's like last year. I felt like everyone was always talking to where I should be and where I needed to be, and it just really helped you feel more comfortable out on the court, and it helped you want to like get to the spot that you need to be, because you always know that someone's like in your help, and it really does help a lot with like pushing the ball and being in defense and making everyone feel comfortable out on the court and not just being obnoxious.
And being obnoxious.
So tell us
Love
a little
it.
bit about your season last year. I mean, basically, you came in as a freshman. I mean, you come from a junior high team, and you get thrown into a varsity team and a high-density team, two very good players in Kaylee and Lauren. And how did that help you? How's that going to help you this year, the experience you got from last year?
I think it's going to help me definitely with leading, like being a leader. And it really showed me, like, I looked up to Lauren so much, and I think it really wanted me to learn how to be an all-around player. And like Brady said, like, I've never shot a three before in my life. And then now I'm, like, I'm out on the three-point line. And, I mean, it's really, really good to – and, I mean, it helps the team so much when you have good leaders and, like, all of us getting to play with them. It just really shows that what it's like to be a leader and how to help your team.
So what you're saying is we got to come up with a good 3-point saying for her, right? Is that
There you
pretty
go.
much what you're saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
And hope we use it a lot.
Patty for three. Everyone's not going to get that at all. Okay, and for you, other Bella, right?
Yep.
Other Bella.
Bella
So
Martins.
I'm like, we got Bella, Haugen.
Yeah.
I'm learning. Okay. So for you so far, I mean, what have you kind of learned from this team? You kind of saw last year how they've kind of built up the program, the way, Coach Lucien, the way she coaches. But what have you kind of learned maybe already from Taryn or the other Bella, or maybe some of the other leaders that you may have kind of worked under?
I've really learned that it's important to have good team chemistry and always have a positive attitude, even when things aren't going your way. And no matter what, you always need to hustle. And last year's leaders really taught us that it's important to, no matter how hard it gets, just keep working and just keep pushing.
Is there anything that Kaylee or Lauren or any of the old seniors from last year, or maybe even these guys, came up and said, hey, make sure you don't do this because Coach Lucien will probably run you 50 million different times?
Definitely know where you're going and always hustle.
Always hustle.
Hustle is important.
So if you get caught walking on the court, what does that turn into?
Potential conditioning.
Potential conditioning. Man, she makes me just feel like I'm going to run track marathons over here. But
Yell at us. I mean, I don't think
She gives us a couple warnings.
I think that like we've learned from all of our past teammates that we've never had really that problem. I feel like of walking on the court. It's just you get there and you see everyone else running, so you just
start joining in. Okay, so last year, we were talking about East. We talked about Central. Central, obviously, they're trying to go repeat this year. They, lost some talent, but they look like, they could still be pretty good. Sheridan, they've added a couple players, in their mix. who would you guys say, after looking at this season, is like maybe the top contender that you guys were like, okay, hey, if we can beat this team, we can really do some damage this season?
Honestly, I think either Sheridan or East, because they do have a lot of returners and like girls that have played varsity for a while, so they're going to be pretty tough teams to beat and contend with.
Mhm.
But if we are able to like push and contend with them, we can show the rest of the state that we're contenders. So
Oh, that's said perfectly. I couldn't.
Yeah.
And that was perfect. That was right on. Have you done media training before? I mean,
No.
that was right on the nut right there.
I just know.
You just know. Okay, so we talked a little bit about offensively, because obviously you guys are one of the top 5 teams in the state whenever it comes to scoring. It always is. But defensively, you guys really don't allow people to really get inside the paint much. It just kind of feels like that kind of defense. It's just been something left and right. This is what Coach Lucien has been teaching you guys. What are those practices like to really kind of force it to where no one's allowed in the paint, keeping them outside the perimeter, especially the shooters that, know can shoot, maybe can't shoot? What are the kind of transitions like that?
Well, Coach Lucien always says we play defense with pride. So we always like pick them up full court if we're in a full court defense. We always hustle everywhere. We do everything that every defense like entails, and we just try really hard. I don't know how you guys feeling.
We take a lot of pride in it. It's like she always says, good defense turns into good offense. And if you're not hitting a 3, if you get a steal, you're golden on offense. Like,
Yeah.
if you're not doing good on offense, make it up on defense.
Yeah. Okay, so from each of you, besides state championship, because I know that's the goal, what is each of y'all's personal goals for yourselves? And we're going to go around the room. We'll start with Bella.
Yeah.
My personal goal this year is to be a good leader for my team and be a supportive person and always be there for my team, and obviously, yeah.
I like it.
Mine's very similar
Similar
to Bella's, like where I really want to be a leader, and I just really hope to make it fun, especially for freshmen or any age, just hoping to make memories.
Yeah, I definitely think have a lot of fun this year. I mean, it's definitely going to be a rebuilding year. And, I mean, we're going to be good contenders and just have fun and be good leaders. And
I really want to be also like a good leader, like they all said, obviously. And like being the lone senior, I really want to enjoy my senior year and do everything that I worked so hard. Like I want it to pay off this year, and also I want to be like a player all the freshmen and younger players look up to on our team. So just a good communicator and leader.
Kelvin, you got anything?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Well, my final question for y'all is because, you've been talking about leadership, and this is something that we've seen throughout the years, obviously throughout the, Campbell history. We've seen girls come left and right, and those seniors, those juniors, those sophomores who, played freshman ball, but now they're sophomores, obviously with Bella. In those instances, you guys they've been able to show good leadership. What is maybe a flaw that you guys have that might be something that kind of not allows you to maybe be that good leader that you want to be, that you want to work on this season, if that makes sense? So what's something to, like, you want to be a good leader, right?
Yeah.
So what is something that's like a big flaw right now? Maybe it's, you're bossy, maybe you're not teaching the correct way, that type of stuff. What's one of those flaws that maybe I can't think of the right
Something you
word.
need to work on.
Yeah, something you need to work on.
I think our focus, sometimes we catch ourselves like kind of going off track, and I think we need to learn to just pull that in. Or if we see someone, like we are super young, so if we see some of the youngers that haven't had very many varsity minutes like getting off track, we need to help pull them in so we can focus on the winning and the getting better and the conditioning.
Gotcha.
I think like not letting our team get so down on themselves, like just make sure everybody's still like up and the energy's high so we can keep the high intensity.
Awesome. Well, ladies, we appreciate your time. I know you guys were a little jittery about this, but I said last question, but what's the pregame drink, pregame meal that you guys like to drink and eat before each and every meal? Or each and every game, go around the room, pregame meal, pregame drink, and just know if you're not specific, I will ask you specific questions.
Okay, I like the blue square Gatorade and then like a banana or something.
Then a banana.
Yeah.
And a blue square Gatorade.
Yep.
All right.
That's mine's always main, like at home games. I always love the main bagel, like what's it called? The like cinnamon
I don't
crunch
know.
with
Cinnamon crunch?
cinnamon crunch
Yeah,
with
okay.
the frosting cream cheese, and it's the most unhealthy meal ever. But I ate it before every home game, and it just became like a tradition. I feel like so now I feel like I have to upkeep it and just like a water.
A
I
water?
don't know.
I'm going to eat the most unhealthy thing possible, and then I'm going to drink a water, Calvin.
That's Patty for you. It's fine.
Mine might be a little oh my gosh, I
Controversial.
can't
Controversial?
say any words.
It's okay. I couldn't come up with prevent. That was the whole word I was trying to think of the whole entire time.
I think so. Mine is usually a cucumber lime Gator Electrolyte, and then a oatmeal cookie Z-bar.
Okay.
I usually like to have a bowl from Qdoba and then a couple of oranges. Is my
Okay, hold up. Nope. You just said bowl from Qdoba. You didn't say if it's chicken, steak, pork. You didn't say it was just a veggie bowl. I mean, what kind of bowl are we eating?
Like rice and chicken and corn and guacamole with chips.
Any queso on it?
No queso. I'm
Okay.
lactose intolerant.
Cheers.
So you're actually human. Because here's a fun fact. And this is something that one of my friends told me. Actually, all humans are actually supposed to be lactose intolerant, but we started drinking so much milk that we became where we're not lactose intolerant anymore. So you're actually kind of normal compared to all of us. We're just weird. So there you go. So there's your fun fact of the day. Anyways, ladies, thank you so much for coming and joining us, and we can't wait to get some great basketball calls, and we'll talk with you guys later on in the year.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having us.
Of
This is
course,
fun.
awesome. We're going to wrap things up with Coach Luchan, and coming up after this, we'll be back here with more live here at the Pizza Ranch.
Strands Lawn Care is more than a lawn service. We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. We take pride in every project, big or small, because your outdoor space should be a source of joy and beauty. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
Need a quick snack or drink while you refuel? Let's check it out. Welcome to Shell Food Mart, your convenience stop for fuel and food. Our employees don't just work here. They genuinely care about you and your needs. From finding the perfect product to giving helpful advice, our team goes the extra mile every single day. Looking for something tasty? Check out our favorite snacks and cold drinks. Experience quick and easy checkout. Let's get you on your way. Shell Food Mart, where you'll find great food and friendly.
Fisher Sand and Gravel has you covered for all your projects from large to small, commercial and residential, with 2 locations, the State Line Quarry in Beulah and the Newcastle Quarry. Competitive pricing serving the area with over 50 years, with great product, knowledge, and service. Call them at 605-642-5760 and see them online at FisherIND.com.
Strands Lawn Care is more than a lawn service. We're on a mission to empower lives and enhance landscapes. From weekly mowing to complete property care, our clients trust us because we treat every lawn like it's our own. Every blade, every detail, every visit. We care deeply about getting it right. Check us out on our Facebook page, Strands Lawn Care, LLC, or call us at 307-682-LAWN. That's 307-682-5296. Strands Lawn Care, service with excellence.
Looking for your dream home or the perfect commercial space? Are you considering selling? At Signature Real Estate Group, we've got you covered. Visit us at 1211 South Douglas Highway, Suite 90 for personalized service and expert guidance. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our experienced team is here to make your real estate journey smooth, successful, and guide you every step of the way. Call us today at 307-670-9222 and let us help you find the perfect place to call home. Signature Real Estate Group, faith, family, and real estate.
Fall is
And we'll come back here with more of our coaches show. That's okay. What'd you do? Did you forget your drink?
No, I was just gonna have this.
Oh, your paperwork. Okay. We in between we have a monitor that likes to keep going out. We have drinks that are just we're just having a good time. That's all this matters, here with the Gillette Game Plan. But Coach, one of the fun things that I like to do, and then we'll do this each and every week, is you listen to the players. You kind of listened and you learned kind of how things are going so far here in this preseason, heading in to your guys' first matchup for the Remax tournament. But what were some of your thoughts that you kind of picked up on from these girls today?
Like just things.
Yeah, just things that kind of hit your dome.
I'm proud of them for wanting to take that leadership role. Obviously, they repeated that a lot. I'm glad that they're embracing that intensity thing. They keep saying I'm conditioning them a lot, and I feel like we've hardly got started with that. So we're not even I'm not the devil, I swear. But no, they. But I think that their focus is having fun. But I'm glad to see that they are setting their goals high and knowing what we're capable of and knowing what we can contend with, and so I like that, and I think their mindset's right. And you listen to their goals, and it's not I want to average 14 points a game, and I'm trying to get this. They want to be be good leaders. They're team first mentality, and so that's why it's going to be such a fun team to coach, because they're just focused on what can we do to get the most success, and what can we do to make this a great season for all. So that's pretty cool to hear.
That was something really cool to not hear today was, oh, hey, I want to make sure that I hit 20 points per game. I want to do this. Every answer was about the team, and and I think that's what makes a good team. I mean, that just comes together.
Right. And that's, and like I said at the beginning, their attitude and efforts just unsurpassed. It's just been so great, and they're willing to do, whatever I ask them and those kind of things. And everything they're doing is there's not a selfish bone out there. And so when you're out there just working for each other, sky's the limit. So
Kelvin?
Can't think of anything.
You're off the dome? You're just right? All right. Okay, well, we've talked a little bit about, from the season. Now let's kind of talk about this Remax tournament. Obviously, this is the big tournament that you guys put on every single year. Thunder and Campbell's both put it on. And we see some really good teams. Obviously, you see St. Tommy Moore, Scotts Bluff, you see Pine Ridge, you see Castleville. In these games, what is the goal? I know, obviously, to win, but it doesn't really matter because these are non-conference games anyways.
Correct.
These are games that don't matter for state tournament, anything like that. So what is the main thing that you're kind of looking at, maybe seeing from these sets of games?
So like I said earlier, is all these teams are really quality teams. And so, if we aren't focused in the moment, that's something that we're focusing on right now. If we're not focused in the moment, those teams are just going to run on us. If we hang our heads, we're trying to work through that because that's kind of an immaturity thing. And then, like I said, we're instilling this new offense. We're instilling some new defenses. And so while we're trying to get ourselves and get our timing right and start to be able to read the defense and see what we're trying to do from there, I think that these teams are going to show our weakness with that.
Yeah.
And so that's where we're going to be able to grow from those games. We also still, even though they're high-paced teams, we want to be able to still hopefully be the ones who are controlling the tempo. And so that's something we try to do. And so if we can play at our pace and control the tempo of the game, we're doing a shot clock, which these girls haven't played with. And so we're going to have to start working a little strategy with that to which is okay because it'll get us ready for next year.
This tournament will have a shot clock?
This tournament will have a shot clock.
Is Wyoming having a shot clock this
No,
year?
no.
Okay.
So everyone in the state's kind of installing their shot clocks right now, and then you're allowed to do it in like non-conference games. And once we hit conference, we won't do it again. But
until next year, and then
Correct.
next year everyone will
yep,
have
the
a shot
next year
clock.
everyone will have that shot clock rolling. So
Are
we'll like that. But
Yeah.
you know,
Are you excited about getting a shot clock, or are you?
I think it'll be good. I think it keeps the game moving. I don't think we will have a whole lot of trouble getting a shot off in 35 seconds. I think that usually, we try, like I said, we're trying to get a lot of possessions per game, and we look at the amount of possessions we're getting per game. Are we playing the pace that we want to play?
Yeah.
But defensively, we like them to play out of control, out of their comfort zone. But there'll be times that we might just slow them up in the backcourt and make it where all of a sudden they'll only have about 10 seconds when we're working on some of our defense today. I said, this one, if we slow them down a little bit and they get in half court and there's only 20 seconds left, that's going to put more pressure on them that way too. So kind of changes up the strategy a little bit.
Yeah.
So it'll be kind of fun.
No, definitely. And, Coach, we can't get you out of here without knowing what your pregame drink and pregame meal is that you like to have before each and every game.
Uh-oh.
I'm ashamed, but I know they all just said it. Well, it started when I hadn't got much sleep, and I'd never even tried an energy drink, and it was a few years ago, and I ended up getting a Red Bull, and we played awesome, and then I get superstitious sometimes, so then I end up having a Red Bull, and hopefully it gets my brain working. So, yeah, like they said, Bella said it right away. I have a diet Red Bull before.
You have a diet. you know what?
Maybe I'll break that habit this year. Get a little healthy.
The girls said no. I don't think you're breaking that habit. They might get you cases of Red Bull for Christmas.
So
now,
bad, so bad. Can't believe you made me say that on air.
But you know what? From the amount of like players and coaches, that's still like not the least amount of junk food that I've heard so far. From college to high school to even the amateur hockey players, like that's by far that's mid-tier.
Okay.
So you're good.
All right.
But do you eat anything?
Yeah, I don't have like a specific thing that I eat. It's whatever
Usually
I throw in
you
the
just
pie
eat
hole.
whatever you.
Well, you had your first meal in 2 days tonight.
It's been busy.
How was your Pizza Ranch meal?
It was great. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, Coach, before we get you out of here, what's your goal for the season?
We obviously want to be contending for that last game, and we want to be competing to win that final game at night on Saturday. That means we're right where we want to be. We got a lot of work between now and then to do, but these guys, as you heard all day long and before we even started, they're willing to do it. So that's our goal, as far as X's or stats go. But and then, like I said earlier, my goal for them is when they leave this season, when they look back at 2025, 2026. They're like, that was such a great year, and I had so much fun, and I'm going to have a lot of memories that were that, and I'm so glad that I played this year, and it was, a great experience. So that's my goal.
That's awesome. Well, Coach, we appreciate your time, and thank you so much for joining us here on the Gillette Game Plan, and I can't wait to talk with you throughout this year.
All right. Appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for
Brady.
the support.
Awesome. Well, once again, we're live here from the Pizza Ranch, from Kelvin Glosser to head coach Brady Luchin to Chase the Horseman Horsley. We will see you guys next time here with more of the Gillette Game Plan. And head over to our next YouTube and Facebook stream, as we've got Campbell County men's basketball coming your way in moments. Once again, live here from the Pizza Ranch. We will see you guys next time.